Good morning, Broad Ripple. It's Glenn Bill, Broad Ripple's #1 agent with Broad Ripple's #1 website, broadripplehomes.com. I want to talk to you about 4 things today. Number 1, rental fraud, an incredible problem that is going all throughout the internet right now. Number 2, about owning a home for $150,000 in Broad Ripple and what the monthly payment is. Do you know what the monthly payment is for a $150,000 home in Broad Ripple? You're going to find out in just a second. The next thing I want to talk to you about is our 21-day home buyers program, where we are actually taking buyers within a 21-day period, locating the property, writing the agreement, and getting people closed. Very excited to tell you a little bit about that. And then fourth, a social function that's happening in Broad Ripple, the Christ the King Festival on June 20th and 21st. Let's start with subject number 1, rental fraud. We are receiving an inordinate amount of phone calls that people are sending money to scam artists all throughout the country in regard to rentals in Broad Ripple. Where are these rentals being found? They're being found on Trulia, Zillow, and Craigslist. If you are a renter that is looking for a rental in Broad Ripple, please understand that mortgage fraud or rental fraud is running rampant. I have 3 great ideas for you. Number 1, don't search those sites for Broad Ripple rentals. Search broadripplehomes.com. Number 2, never ever send cashier's checks or checks in the mail to a person that you have not personally talked to. And the third tip is to never ever divulge your social security number on an application. These are my 3 tips on how to avoid rental fraud in the marketplace. The next thing I'd like to talk about is to really get in your head and help you understand how much your monthly payment would be if you bought a $150,000 home in Broad Ripple. Just go ahead and write down, what would my total monthly payment be if I bought a $150,000 home? Do you have it written down? Well, it's not $1,200 a month. It's not $1,100 a month, and it's not even $1,000 a month. You can own a home in Broad Ripple for $150,000 for as little as $980 a month. The other thing most home buyers don't know is that the down payment can be completely gifted to you by a family member or friend. So when you think about, do I rent or should I own, just understand that your selection is far greater if you decide to own. Your payment is going to be less if you decide to own, and your wealth creation is going to grow much more rapidly if you decide to own. I'm hoping that you're getting the theme here. If it's time to decide to buy or rent, it's time to buy, and it's time that you give us a call at broadripplehomes.com. Thirdly, I want to let you know that we are turning renters into buyers within a 21-day period. If you are interested in purchasing a home and closing on your home within 21 days, I want you to go to broadripplehomes.com, fill out our contact information sheet, and put in 21-day Home Buyers Advantage program, and we are going to lay out for you on how easy it is to purchase a home and actually have you closed within the next 3 weeks. Trust me, we've done it for countless buyers in the area, and we look forward to doing it for you as well. The very last thing I want to do is invite you to one of my favorite social events in Broad Ripple. That's the weekend of June 20th and 21st. It's the Christ the King Catholic Church Festival. I'm actually going to be sponsoring the beer garden there, and I hope to see you there Friday or Saturday night. Come to the broadripplehomes.com beer garden at the Christ the King Festival, and I will look forward to seeing you next week on our blog post, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you in the beer garden for a cold beer on Friday. Take care all, and this is Glenn Bill signing out, Broad Ripple's #1 agent with Broad Ripple's #1 website, broadripplehomes.com.